everybody, this is Anna with Adventures with Anna. Welcome back to my craft room. I had one of my viewers inquire a couple of times on a few of my videos what the best Tunisian crochet stitch is for a washcloth or dishcloth. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 here, and I've made a few other ones besides the 6 that I do have with me, and I just washed these. A couple of them are already dry because they were from a previous washing, but I just washed most of these. But I will leave a link down in the description box below. The very first washcloths that I made were from crochetkim.com. They are, one of them is a 2-color one and the other one I can't remember. But anyway, I've made a few of those. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description box below for her website for making those. But as you know, I like to go off on my own and do weird things. And I can't tell you exactly what pattern I did on some of these because I would go through my book, which it would be this book right here, Tunisian Crochet Stitch Guide, and this is by Kim. Say Guzman, crochetkim.com. This is the one book that I do have, and I've done quite a few stitches out of here, at least making something. Because what I did, I started to go through and do the first one and then the second one, etc., all the way through. If you don't have this book, I picked this up at Joann's a long time ago. If you can catch it, it's usually not on sale, but you can use one of them coupons to get a really good price. So check that out. You can also buy it off of Amazon, probably. I don't know, I don't shop Amazon a whole lot. But anyway, the ones that I have that I can tell you for sure that are not good washcloths, I mean, we still use them, but they kind of distort really bad and you can't really tell what they are. Now, this is one that is actually dry. This is a picture washcloth that I made. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually a kitty cat on a log with a tail hanging down. If you can see that, not really. But what this is a combination of, I'm going to turn that light. I'm still trying to get my light figured out. That's better. The Tunisian knit stitch and the Tunisian purl stitch. And I actually found a graph that I used with this one, and the design is what I did with the purl stitch. So there's that. I mean, it works great. It's a nice thick heavy washcloth, but it does tend to stretch out to where you cannot see the design. Another one that I made similar fashion is another picture one. This one is a little bit better, probably because there's more purl to it than knit. If you can't tell, this is a peace sign. As you can see, the middle of the peace sign is knit, and then the outside edge of the washcloth is knit, and then the actual inside of the peace sign is purl. The Tunisian purl stitch. Which, as you can see, it's kind of all wonky and out of shape too. You can kind of see it, but not really. This one actually works better than this one. I don't know. Maybe it's because, like I said, it's got more purl in it than what this one does, and it's not quite as dense. Then, this one, I'm pretty sure that I used a regular knit pattern, and I can't tell you, I don't know where. I don't like this one. It is a good sturdy washcloth, and we only use these for washcloths. We don't use the cotton ones as a dishcloth. But this one, I believe, is a knit, 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 purl, purl, knit, 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 purl, purl for 3 rows, and then you purl a row, and then you repeat that pattern that looks like what it is. I ran out, so actually it goes this way. Because I ran out and I finished it off with the blue. But that's what it looks like. Here's the front, here's the back. And this one, like I said, this is a good sturdy one. It works pretty good. And I think this one would actually work good for a wash or a dishcloth as well. These next two, I believe, are the same pattern. They look like they should be. But anyway, this is just a little swatch one. This one isn't very big. It's got fuzz, like I said. These just came out of the washer. But this one, I think, I don't know what it is. I don't even know what stitch it is. But it looks like it's single crochet, chain one, single, or not single crochet, simple Tunisian, chain one, simple Tunisian, and then you skip one or something like that. But that's the pattern that one is. And this is nice and stretched out as well, obviously. As you can tell, it's all wonky. But this one works really good. It's easy to hang on to. It does roll a little bit. This one doesn't roll at all. And these definitely don't roll when you go to use them. But this one tends to roll. I don't know if it's because of the size or if it's the actual pattern. But I have this one, I believe, is the same exact pattern as that. It is a little bit bigger, a little wonky. Get it up here so you can see it. That's the front side of it. Here's the back side of it. Like I said, I'm not sure what stitch this is. I think it's the same one. Or maybe it's a twisted stitch. I have no clue because I made these a long time ago. But anyway, this one is a good one. It doesn't roll too bad, and it does seem to be sturdy. And the last one that I have that's cotton, and this one definitely has some wear. It has a hole in it, and this one is the same as this one right here. It's like the two and then the open space, but this one obviously is using a much larger hook because it has bigger holes. Kind of looks like Swiss cheese. I love using this one. It's big, it's fluffy, it doesn't roll, you can wad it up. There's no resistance at all. But like I said, you can see there's a hole. And I haven't bothered to fix it because it's not raveling. So, not going to fix it if it ain't broke. Let me get this up. It goes this way. As you can see the stitch pattern on that. And obviously at the top it's a little more not stretched as it is in the middle. But there's a stitch pattern on that. That's the front. And here's the back of it. But I really like this one. And all these are made out of cotton yarn. And we use these every day, all the time. Just me and hubby, and when my youngest son was still living at home, he also used them. Now the other one that I like, and if I use them for cleaning or for washing dishes, I prefer to use acrylic. Now my reasoning for that is acrylic is obviously made out of plastic. Plastic gives you a little bit more scrub and is a little bit more abrasive than cotton, but it won't leave any scratches or marks on most dishes and surfaces. I have never had it leave any marks or scratches on any of my surfaces. And I had this pattern written down. I can't tell you what the name of the pattern is, but I call this the ladder stitch because that's what it kind of looks like. And this is made out of acrylic yarn, and it is quite large. It is definitely dishcloth size. Get this up close so you can kind of see it better. I believe that's going the right direction. There's the front of it. There's the back of it. And I use this all the time for cleaning my sink and just wiping down general surfaces. So this is a multi-purpose. This one doesn't wash dishes. This is just a general purpose cleaning cloth, and it is made out of Red Heart acrylic yarn. The other ones that I've done, I've made, like I said, a couple of the ones from the website that I'm going to link below. And then I've done a few other ones that have been well used and have had to been thrown away because, pardon me, they just all came apart. So, my conclusion, there's two things that I feel, for me anyway, is important when making a washcloth with Tunisian crochet. Number one, you need a bigger hook. Now I'm going to say, for most of these, as you know, yarn, acrylic yarn like the Sugar and Cream or just the regular Red Heart, says use an H hook. I recommend using 2, maybe 3 sizes bigger to make it light and fluffy so that it wads up, it doesn't, you know, bind up or get in the way like this one. If I would have done this differently, if I would have done this with the knit for the pattern instead of for the outside edge, I think it would have been a little bit better. But these are one of the first ones that I did. And my other thing is, like I said, a hook that is 2 to 3 times bigger than what the yarn actually calls for. And the other thing that I think is important is to use something that will be an open stitch, like this, or like this one. See how those are open? These are open. And I personally feel that these work really well, in my opinion. This one's not too bad. But I do think this, like I said, this pattern I believe would be much better for a dishcloth instead of a washcloth pattern. But it is a sturdy washcloth, and I notice it does get used a lot because I wash it just about every week. So that's my opinion. I want to grab the pattern for this one. Like I said, I have it written down, and I would like to do a crochet with me using that pattern and making a dishcloth. So be watching for that. It is on my list, and since I have the setup, I need to do a little bit more rearranging, and then I should be able to start making more crochet with me videos. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up so you can be notified that when I do make those videos, and I will see you right back here in the craft room in my next video.